And we are streaming live, so be sure you have your mute on for the sound so we don't have any background noises going out over the internet or in the recording, because Joe will also be making sure that our session is recorded this morning.
Right, Stacy, we're good to go. You can continue.
Great. And you're the co-host and you're setting up the record?
Absolutely, I am.
Fantastic.
Oh, sorry. Can you make me the co-host? I've forgotten myself.
Oh, you can't do that yourself? You always do that yourself.
Yeah, I by mistake made somebody else.
All right, there you go.
Thank you.
Yep. Make sure it's all set up.
Yeah. No worries.
Wonderful. Okay, you guys, it's a fabulous sunny Monday here in Pennsylvania. I hope you're going to have a great day wherever you are. Whether it's sunny or not, you can make it a great day. I see some new faces this morning. Welcome, everybody. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so we can get started with our core training. Once again, we have Joe with us from Get Set Up. Joe is the TA who's here to help you with any audio, video issues that you may have. And today's class is Monday Morning Fitness, core training for strength and stability. And of course, we want to start our days strong. So this is a great workout for Monday. It gets everything set up with a strong foundation for the rest of the week for all of our fitness classes. I'm your guide this morning. Again, for all you new folks who are here, my regulars know you can go take a break, grab some water, make sure your chair is set up. I'm from Pennsylvania, and I've been teaching fitness since the mid-1980s, and I absolutely love connecting with other adults who are interested in fitness, who want to improve their health and wellness, be strong, have good stability, lower their risks of falls, and just be able to participate in life as we go into our retirement years. Get Set Up is a training and educational platform that helps you learn wonderful things from people just like yourself. So since we learn from one another, hopefully you have your cameras on. And what's really wonderful about that is it makes us feel like we're in a community. It's closer to being in a live class where we can actually see one another. And although I can't respond to your comments and questions in real time because I can't see the chat from across the room, I do get a transcript of the chat. So if you have something you want to share with me, or maybe a question and you leave your email address, I'll do my best to respond to you. I can't do that every day, but I will do my best. Sometimes I also respond to questions in the following classes on another day. Be sure you check with your doctor prior to starting any new exercise program, especially if you have a health condition, if you take any medication, or if you're recovering from an illness or surgery. But most importantly, if your doctor has given you some restrictions regarding limiting the exercise intensity or range of motion, make sure you follow your doctor's recommendations, not anything that I show or demonstrate during my class. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and spotlight myself so that you can all see me as well as possible from across the room. And And I'm going to ask you again and remind you to keep yourselves muted so we don't have background noise. And I think Joe can also help with that. Be sure you have your water and go ahead and drink before, during, and after class. I have mine right here. We are taking class today seated. This class will be 100% seated. And you don't need anything at all to do the core training on Mondays. However, I do demonstrate the optional use of a fitness ball as we move on into the class. So if you have a fitness ball or something similar, we will be using that. Let's get started with a nice big inhale and reach up overhead. Lifting your rib cage, strong center, and release. Hands back down alongside of your hips. Let's start again, lifting the arms up overhead and reaching for the ceiling. Make sure your shoulders are relaxed. Reach and stretch, lifting the rib cage and release. One more time, lift, reach, stretch, all the way up. Let's take right arm, left and right, stretch and hold. Left, right, left, stretch and hold. Right, left, right, stretch and hold. Left, right, left, stretch and hold. Release, chin down to the chest. Feel that stretch through the back of your neck. You should have the rest of your torso upright, straight back. Just let the chin head down toward your chest. Feeling that stretch up the back of the neck. And with your head forward, if you can, turn to the right and just look to the side. Your head is forward. And let's take it back down, looking at the floor. And now turn and look to the other side. Release and look at the floor. Let's do one more time to the right and the left. We have a slightly different angle on this neck and shoulder stretch this morning. Remember that you're sitting up nice and tall, not letting your back round over. It's just the neck. Looking back down to the floor and take it over to the other side. Return, chin down, center, looking at the floor, and now lift your head back upright from that center position. And let's now look to the right and left, chin directly over the shoulder, and you follow with your gaze looking at that side wall. Keep the chest lifted. You're going to feel a slightly different angle on that stretch now through the neck and shoulders, looking forward and over to the other side. And face forward, looking back over to the first side, the right side perhaps. And now I want you to drop your head, chin dropping down, and we're going to make like the letter U, swinging your head from side to side, but not quickly, just very slowly with control. So you wind up with your chin over the other shoulder and looking to that side wall. You're going to dip your head down forward, going through the center where the chin is straight down and you're looking at the floor, and continue rolling to the side until your head is back up and you are looking at that side wall with the chin over the shoulder. One more time. Drop, swing, kind of a gentle roll. going all through the different angles of the neck and just feeling that stretch. And remember, if there's any area that sticks or grinds or cracks or makes noise, don't go there, just release. You can always make it a smaller move. Drop, chin down, swinging back over to the first side, and then looking forward. We're going to fold forward from the hips, starting with a reach, nice and tall, and with a flat back, reaching forward. And if you reach a point where your back is uncomfortable, take one or both hands right here to your thighs and support your back as you hinge forward with a flat back from the hips, letting the hands fall down by your ankles. And finally, at the last minute, allow your back to roll forward and your head to drop. To come up from this position, place your hands above your knees and using your arm strength, press back up into the upright position. One more time, reach tall and continue reaching with this lengthened spine as you fold forward with a flat back. Think about how you're reaching out here. It helps keep your back long and lengthened. And when you reach the point where you can't bend any further from your hips, allow your hands to go down and your back to curve over and your head to fall forward. And then placing the hands just above the knees on your thighs, use your arm strength to lift back up into the upright position. Let's do a gentle torso spiral around to the right with a twist. Only above the waist should be involved in this movement. So your hips are firmly planted and face forward in your chair, and your upper body twists to the side, engaging the muscles through the core that are on the side of your waist. So your oblique muscles are engaged here, feeling that, twisting. If you can hold on to the seat of the chair or the side of your leg, release, go through center, and let's take it right over to the other side with a gentle twist above the waist. And facing forward. One more time to each side, gentle twist, take it over to the side, take your head and shoulders directly with your torso, so your gaze is to that side wall, chest is lifted, hold on to the seat of the chair or the side of your leg, working into that stretch, a little bit of pressure against the side of the leg or the seat of the chair engages more fully the muscles involved in this stretching and strengthening exercise. And let's return, go through center, take it directly around to the other side, holding on, pressing into the stretch. And release. Let's take that initial move that we did, hinging forward from the hips. And what we're going to do is deadlifts without any weight, seated deadlifts. So what that looks like is with a flat back forward and the arms hanging down by your ankles, When you're ready with a flat back, sit up, lifting yourself, and now we're using the muscles of the back and return. And if your back doesn't feel comfortable doing this morning, use one or both hands to assist as you lift and return. Lift and return. Now on Wednesdays, we do this exercise with weights. So this is a seated deadlift, starting as if we had weights on the floor, and we're just lifting them straight up with straight arms and then returning the weights back down to the floor. But we're not using weights today because we're really focused on the muscles. We want to isolate them and feel what it feels like to activate those muscles. How much energy does this take? Does it cause you any discomfort? If it does, make sure you're using your hands right here for support. Gradually, you can ease up with the amount of exertion you're putting on your arms and take on more of the action with the muscles of your back. And lift and return. And lift and return. We're just going to do one more. Lift. And here we are. Right back in the upright position. We're going to do a series of exercises with the opposite movement. From the upright position, we will bow forward and then sit up. So the action is forward and up rather than up and down, okay? So here are some options for your hands for this. Again, you can use your extra arm strength for some support. If you already have a strong back and you're strengthening it more, place your hands on your hips, doing it in this manner. And the most challenging would be hands on shoulders, right here, and return. So we're going to do 8 in whichever position you prefer. Hands here, hips, or here. Forward and up. Feel how this engages the muscles through your hips into your glutes, your lower back, and your mid back. And lift. So those long muscles that run alongside of your spine are doing a good bit of the lifting in this exercise. But it initiates from the hips and glutes. So you feel that squeeze on your seat right here, lifting and up, forward. We're going to just do 4 more right here and return and up, forward and up. 2 more, forward, and here's the last one, and up. Let's work again with the muscles along the side, and you can do hold on to the chair, waist, or shoulders as we tilt to the side and lift. So now I'm doing my very best to keep my hips firmly planted and I'm not moving from the waist down. So just the upper body tilts to the side and return. And you're feeling this in those muscles along the side. One side up and then the other. Over and up. Work to not twist as you're doing this. So you're facing forward, keep your torso facing forward, not twisting as you go side to side. And we're doing 8 to the right and left. So I think that was the 4th one. So we have 4 more to go. And 3 more. Two more. And and make sure you're breathing. And I hope you're having a great time. You're smiling. Here's the last one. That's worth a smile, right? Ah, oh, that was great. Grab a hold of that ball if you have it. Let's get something to drink too. Right here. So if you have a fitness ball handy or a stuffed animal, something that you can hold on to, it helps with the spacing of your hands. If not, you're going to just hold your hands out in front for these exercises. And since the ball does not have any weight to it, there's no particular muscular advantage to having the ball. It's just fun. I like it because I think you can see what I'm doing a little bit easier with the bright ball for contrast. So we're sitting up tall in the chair again, as a reminder. Legs facing forward, so your thighs are heading directly forward rather than open or out a little bit over the corner of the chair. Directly forward, knees are bent at a 90-degree angle. Feet are also heading directly forward, knees aiming over the toes. Ball out in front, and let's drop to the side, hip level, and return and alternate arms. So if you need to scoot forward a little bit more in the chair so that you don't bump your elbow on the back of the chair, find the position that's comfortable for you. And we're just swinging down and back. So we're beginning to open up the shoulders and feel some range of motion in that joint while we very gently activate some of our shoulder muscles. Down and back, down and back. And 4 more to each side. And 3 more right and left. 2 more. And here's the last one. Now let's do up and side alternating. Lift, forward and open side. Other hand. Lift, forward, open side and return. Lift, come forward, open side and return. So check how you're feeling this range of motion in the shoulder. Again, please don't work through creaking and grinding, popping, any type of pain or discomfort. That's not the goal here. And if you feel any of that, use a smaller range of motion. So maybe you can't lift all the way up overhead, but just partly, maybe to eye level. Maybe you can't open all the way to the side. You just go part way. That's fine. It's much better to make a smaller movement with a shorter arm, like because you're bending your elbow rather than fully outstretched. Perhaps you're doing it that way, and that's better than working through pain or discomfort or cracking, popping, grinding. We don't want any of that noise. Lift, return, open, lift, return, open. Let's do 1 more to the right and left. And here's the last one now, right here, and open. All right, so let's take goalpost arm here on the right side. So that's a shoulder or an upper arm extended directly to the side from your shoulder, elbow bent at 90 degrees. And keeping that elbow bent, I want you to just rotate forward with the palm down and then back up. So the rotation is from upright to shoulder height and return. This is a gentle rotation, but you feel if this is uncomfortable for you, and make it a smaller movement with less of a rotation. We are going to try and go a little bit further after we finish this rotation series. 2 more right here. with the right arm. And back up. Now, can you go a little bit further past shoulder height? Can you press down maybe towards your waist and return all the way? All the way down to where you can go comfortably and return. We're just doing 8. Just feel what that rotation is like for you. And only go as far as you are comfortable. 4 more. And 3, try to keep the elbow high, like shoulder high. And 2 more. And of course, while you're doing this, you're sitting nice and tall in the chair with your diaphragm lifted and your abs tight. Great job. Now, while we have the ball in the right hand with the bent elbow, let's take that ball across the body, tap your hip, and return. Tap and return. Tap and return. So now we're experimenting with a slightly different angle on the range of motion because our shoulders can move in many different directions. But if you're struggling with some of those directions with your shoulders, be sure that you work a very smaller range of motion. 2 more. And here's the last one. And now a big stretch, as if you're reaching something up here on a shelf, and with a straight arm, I want you to just reach across the body to the other hip and up. So keep it a nice long reach through your arm, straight across and return. And with the other arm, you can place the hand on the hip or hold on to the chair if you want that extra support. Cross the body and return. 4 more. And 3. And 2. And last one. Same type of movement with more engagement in the torso. We're going to reach, and then you can take a bend to the arm, twist the torso, and reach down along the side of your chair as if you're putting that item or your ball in a basket. So reach, twist, and reach down on the other side. Reach up on the diagonal and down on the diagonal. Reach, cross body, and down along the side. 4 more. And 3. 2 more. And last one. Great. Now let's reach and then press forward. Reach and press forward. So I am allowing my torso to rock forward slightly as I reach. So that takes me a little bit off balance, but a tight core helps you recover. Now, if you want to hold on to the chair, you can do that, or you can place your hand on your hip and actually engage your core a little bit more to bring yourself back up into the starting position. Here's the last one. And in both arms together in front, and reach forward and return. Reach forward and return. And you are rocking forward with a straight back, long spine. Diaphragm lifted, tummy tight. Reach forward and return. And return. Just 2 more. Out and in. Here's the last one. Out and in. And now we're going to switch arms. So start with the elbow lifted and directly out to the side from the shoulder. palm facing forward and rotate and return. Rotating to shoulder height and return. Rotate and return. Sitting nice and tall in the chair, don't lose your posture. You can place your hand on your hip if you like. And 4 more. And 3. 2 more. Last one. And now let's do a stronger rotation. If you have that range of motion, bring the palm down past the shoulder, past pressing toward the floor. Continue, and the goal is pressing toward the back wall with the palm. And back up. And you're keeping that upper arm lifted and just rotating down and return. Rotate, down and return. Checking and testing the range of motion of your own shoulder and only working within your comfort zone right here. And return. 4 more. And back. 3 more. 2 more. And here's the last one. Nice. Now with that bent elbow again, cross your body and tap your hip and return. Cross body, tap, and return. Remember to maintain your balance. Your torso shouldn't move, just your arm. Tap and return. Tap, return. 4 more. And 3. 2 more. And here's the last one. And then we're going to reach for that shelf all the way up here. Reach, straight body across to the opposite side. Maintain this forward position of your torso and just focus on swinging the arm up and across. Reach, stretch, move the arm down and return. Make sure you're breathing. Keep your breath rate at a normal rhythm. And return. Just 2 more right here. Back up. Last one coming up right here. And now activating the torso, we're going to reach, twist, and stretch down alongside your chair. And I have my hand here on the seat of the chair. Reach and down. Reach, down. 4 more. And 3. 2 more. And last one. And now reach and go forward. Reach and stretch forward. Reach, stretch forward. And that reach is still on the diagonal. Reach, stretch forward. Reach, stretch forward. And 4 more. And you're rocking your torso slightly. Use this other hand on the chair for support or on your waist and activate those muscles in your back even further. Reach. 1 more. And it's right here. And then in at your waist with both hands and reach and stretch forward and return. Rocking forward in the seat. Rocking forward with the stretch. Here we go. Take it out and in. Forward and back. I think we have 2 more. and out. I'm going to have you open your legs just slightly so they're over the corners of the chair. And we're going to reach out in a diagonal to each side. Just reach out and back. On the other side, reach. So we're reaching on the diagonal, reach and back. Other side, reach and back. Focus on control with this movement. Reach. There's a slight torso twist, so you can reach on the diagonal right over top of your knee and thigh. Slightly open, right there. 2 more to the right and left. And here's the last one. Now, keeping the legs slightly open for support, we're going to reach with our arms out to the side, swing around in front, and pull it in. Then out to the other side, swing around in front, and pull in. Now, initially, I don't want you to rock forward a lot with your torso. We're going to start and kind of maintain an upright position and gradually increase the depth of our reach. So let's start right here. Reach to the side, stretch around. Notice that I am barely off of the upright position, just ever so slightly leaning side, around to the front. I'm beginning to activate and engage the muscles of my hips, glutes, low back, and mid back. Now with this next one, let's reach a little further and bend forward just a little bit more. So reaching, and as we swing around to the front, I'm now reaching out more and bending a little bit further with my upper body. Reaching from my hips, swinging around, and recover. Reach out, swing around, bring it back in. Let's take it to the other side. Reach out, swing around, and return. Now we're going to do 2 at an even deeper bend and a longer reach. So this one would challenge yourself even more. Reaching, swinging around as low as you can, comfortably go, and still recover. Keeping both hips firmly planted in your chair, and recover. One more time. Out, swing around nice and low. Bring it in. Last time. Out, around, and in. Fantastic. Let's do a little bit more with the ball, if you have a ball, or just with your arms out in front, and we're going to hold the ball on the palm of one hand, or just keep your hand turned in the manner that your palm faces upward, and then take your other hand palm down. So if you don't have a ball, you're just like this, holding palm up, palm down, and about 8 inches in between. And now we're going to turn the ball as if we are tightening the lid on a jar. So I'm turning. So feel what that is like. If you don't have a ball, you're just going through the motion with your hand, but we're looking at this activation of the twisting movement. Something that we all need to be able to do is open a jar. And now we're going to reverse the movement, bringing it the other way. So if you were opening the jar in the first movement, now you're closing it. But whichever way you turn first, we're now reversing that movement, twisting as if there's a lid of a jar, twisting. One more. Great. And now if you have a ball and you're able to do this, give it a little squeeze. Squeeze, strengthening the grip of your fingers. Squeeze. squeeze. If you don't have a ball, just bring your fingers in and out like so. Just making a fist and opening. With a ball, you have a little bit more resistance. Another great use of the ball. And now let's just switch hands. So now the hand you use to turn the imaginary lid is the one that's going to support the jar, palm up. Imaginary jar in your hand, and with the other palm down, grip that jar and let's turn. Choose one direction. I have thumb toward me and I'm twisting thumb away from me. So here we are turning 4 more in this direction, 2 more in this direction, last one, and now reverse it. Twisting that jar in a different way, bringing it thumb toward me as I twist. 4 more, 3 more, 2 more, last one, and now squeeze. Let's just do a couple of squeezes, and if you don't have a ball, you can just squeeze your fingers into a fist, close and open. The ball provides a nice gentle resistance. If you do get a fitness ball, it really is great for strengthening grip strength. So I do like it for that. All right, we are finished with the ball. You can place that away from you. Grab a little bit of water. We're going to do our leg series. So if you remember the core muscles, not just the spine and the abdominals, but shoulders and hips as well. So we want to sit up nice and tall, and let's start with heel taps. So just extend your knee so your lower leg moves from the directly underneath with the foot flat on the floor. Extend forward and press the heel into a heel tap. Toes are lifted. 4 more, and 3, 2 more. Here's the last one. Other foot heel tap. So you're just extending that lower leg, unbending the knee, if you will, and we're doing 8 to each side. Keep your hips firmly planted, torso nice and tall. You're strong and lifted. 4 more, and 3, 2 more, last one. Now a full leg extension. Can you lift that foot further off the floor? Maybe not to a full 180 with your knee fully extended, but can you just lift it a little bit? So the goal is here with a full leg extension, but if you can just lift a little bit, just a small angle, beginning to get that heel and foot off the floor. Do it where you are able today. Lifting higher as you begin to feel stronger and you get your quadriceps more engaged and strengthened. These are the muscles that support the knee. So you want to make sure that you are strengthening all the muscles that surround the knee. A little bug in here, excuse me. And other leg. So just lifting, extending the knee, extending the lower leg forward, toes facing upward, heel continues to face the floor, and you're sitting nice and tall, strong in your chair, feeling that your hips solidly planted in the seat, abs are tight, back is strong and straight. 2 more. And last one. Knee lifts right here, like you're marching in the chair. Okay, marching. We're alternating legs right here. Just lift your foot off the floor. It doesn't have to be a high knee lift. The goal would be to clear your foot from the floor, and you're activating your hip flexors. Those are the muscles right in the front that allow you to do this action, to lift your thigh bone forward this way. And 4 more, right and left. And 3 more. 2 more. And last one, right and left. So now we're going to do the combination and add a cross, leg cross, and return. And if you are unable to do the leg cross because you've been advised not to activate the muscle in that direction, the inner thighs, then just do another straight leg lift. All right, so we're doing a heel tap, a leg extension, a knee lift, and then a cross and return. And you don't have to cross over all the way really far. It could just clear your knee if you can, all right? And we're gonna alternate legs. So starting right and left, let's do 8 each side. So here we go, sit up nice and tall. Heel tap, leg extension, knee lift, and cross. Switch legs, heel tap, leg extension, knee lift, and cross. Heel tap, extension, knee lift, and cross. Heel tap, leg extension, knee lift, and cross. Good, so we've done 2. Heel tap, leg extension, knee lift, and cross. Heel, extend, knee lift, and cross. Heel, extend, knee, and cross. Are you smiling? Heel tap, extend, knee lift, and cross. 4 more. Heel, extend, knee, and cross. Heel, extend, knee, and cross. Great job. We just have 3 more. Heel, extend, sit nice and tall, knee lift, engage your core and cross. Heel, extend, knee, and cross. Just 2 more. Smile. Heel, extend, knee lift, and cross. Heel, extend, knee, and cross. Here's the last set. Make it count. Heel, extend, knee, and cross. Heel, extend, knee, and cross. Very good. Excellent. Let's bring our cool down into the picture now with an inhale up and reach. And relax. One more time. Inhale up. Stretch. Release. Inhale up. And let's do our alphabet stretch and strengthening to improve our posture. Y, right here with our arms open in the Y position. And when you are here with palms facing inward, begin to press your thumbs toward the back. So your arms are going back past the midline of the body. And the muscular action for this movement comes from your upper back as you feel your shoulder blades slide in together toward the spine. Feel that? You are strengthening your upper back and improving your posture. Now bring your elbows down and back. Thumbs continue to face backward and reach for the back wall. Elbows back behind the midline of the body, and we are making the letter W. Then hold that, and you're going to feel the shoulder blades are still pulling in together, but you've also begun to activate the mid-back muscles and feel them contracting and helping to keep your spine upright and those arms pressing backward. And now reaching out straight with the letter T, pinkies reaching backward as your palms face down. So we have our arms, my wall is in the way here. My arms are extended to the side and they are back behind the midline of the body. Feeling that contraction in my spine. And now pull the elbows into the waist, palms up again, thumbs heading toward the back, thumbs back, sit up nice and tall. Make sure you're breathing through this strengthening and stretching exercise and release. And again, that's for posture improvement. You can do it anytime during the day. And I want to finish up with a little bit of vacuums, pulling the belly button into the spine and holding for a few seconds and release. And remember, this strengthens the transverse abdominis, the deepest set of muscles in your abs, the ones that go crosswise from hip to hip, rather than the up and down ones that form a six-pack. So, sitting up nice and tall, becoming aware of your tummy, I want you to pull your belly button in toward the spine, pressing it in, holding it in. Your diaphragm is lifted, but you're holding your belly button into your spine and you're breathing. Make sure you are breathing because that is what activates the actual muscle contractions is the breath. If you hold your breath, you're kind of cheating on the exercise and doing it more with the inhale of the air rather than actually scooping in those muscles inward toward the spine. And yes, we're still holding them, but now you may release and relax through the belly and feel that now you've engaged those muscles. You're going to feel that tomorrow. Let's do it one more time, and then you can practice it throughout the day. So pull in the belly button nice and tight. Pull it in, pressing, tightening right across here like it's a tight waistband or a belt, and you're pulling it really tight, but you're doing it without any aid of some other mechanical means that's pressing it in, and you're doing it from the deepest inside muscles, pulling in and tightening. And while you are pulling in and tightening, you're breathing, but you feel that engagement of those muscles, deep breathing. A couple more seconds, holding that. Make sure you are breathing and release. And stay with me now for a little bit of closing breath work and some positive affirmations. So gradually become aware of your breath. Bring your awareness, your attention to the rise and fall of your lungs and ribs as they expand, taking in air, and they release the air back out. Inhale, become aware, feel what that feels like, the lifting of the ribs, and exhale. And now take it back to whatever normal rate and rhythm that you have for your breathing. And think about some positive thoughts for your day. And I want you to take whichever one of these resonates with you today, take this with you into your day. My positive thoughts create a positive day for myself. I choose to be aware of the more peaceful side of life. My mental pattern today is positive, happy, and joyful. I keep my mind and my focus on things that are positive, happy, and joyful. I hope you'll take one of those with you today into the rest of your day. I thank you for working out with me this morning. I'm going to come up and share my ending slides. Once again, thank you for joining me this morning for this workout. I hope you loved it. I hope you learned something and got something out of it and had some new experience activating muscles in your body that maybe you hadn't noticed before or been aware of. So remember that the best way to thank any of the guides here on Get Set Up is by sharing your experience. And if you're active on social media, use the hashtag #GetSetUp or use @GetSetUp. If you're not on social media, that's okay. Email Liz at getsetup.io and look for some other related classes to do during the day that'll get you moving. Ageless Grace is another seated class where you get to move around a lot to different music. You can get moving by learning some line dancing with Shirley, or look for some of the many yoga classes that are being offered throughout the day. My next class tomorrow is a gentle, it's called Let's Get Moving, and it is done standing. On Wednesday, I do seated strength training. On Thursday, I teach a combination of everything called Fitness Combo. And on Friday, we focus on balance and flexibility. Be on the lookout for the email that you'll receive from Get Set Up. That'll include some key takeaways from today's class, as well as highlight some other classes you might be interested in. And it will also, that email will provide a link for you to share your feedback. And I read all the feedback, so I welcome your thoughts. You can now refer a friend to Get Set Up by using the tab for Invite a Friend on our website. And that will take you to the next part where you can add your friend's email address. Click the orange tab and an email will be automatically sent to them, inviting them to sign up with Get Set Up. Here is the important email for you to remember. It's help@getsetup.io. And with that email, you can tell someone that you want to host an interest group. You can suggest a new class that you haven't found here on Get Set Up. You can share with us an organization in your community, because we do partner with assisted care, senior living, and other community organizations. But if we're not yet partnering in your community, let us know what those organizations are. And this email is the one that you need if you want to request a recording of today's session. Once again, I thank you for joining us this morning. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.
See you all tomorrow.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you, Tracy, Stacy.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.